Hello and welcome back to Project Hospital. So I have let the game run on a little bit and I've added a doctor for the nighttime in the orthopedics section. Oh, we have Dylan Hill has leveled up and is now a specialist. Let's go to him and have a look. So he is max level, which is very nice. We can do advanced diagnostics. We're gonna just leave him for that for now. But I have looked. Oh, I don't want to change the name. I have looked at our income. At the moment, we're losing money. But yesterday we only made $2,694. So we need to start actually getting more money in. Like we treated 30 patients yesterday, so that's not amazing. We're just going to push this patient to the side. We're going to come and have a look at him now in a sec. We spent... So we had 9,000 in insurance claims, and we spent 5,469 pounds/dollars in wages, which has only given us a total of 4,000, and then we have spent 1,000 in building. So it only gave us about about 2.5, which isn't fantastic. That's definitely not on track to get us the money to build an emergency trauma center or to actually get us the equipment for our radiology area. Let's go to this patient. He's coming back. He was incorrectly diagnosed. He definitely has an arm fracture. He will get an x-ray, so that's okay. Another patient got incorrectly diagnosed. Is most likely going to be that because we don't have that department. They should be sending us people with infectious diseases because we haven't got that department. So it should only be this. I don't know what she got diagnosed with last time. But yeah, my issue is that we're not making enough money to afford the other stuff. So I think we might have to get the sexual health clinic in just to get more patients through. Well, more patients, a different type of patient through. Which, yeah, is counterintuitive, like spend money in something that we don't need. But it will give us more money in the long run, I would say. And it's only small. Like we don't need... Well, technically we can do hospitalization, but we don't need to do hospitalization, I don't think. But this should give us more money. It also needs a lab, so I might not even do that yet. I might actually just need to get a grant. Hospitalization for emergency will actually give us more. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to get a 20,000 loan to build this area of the hospital. Let me get the foundations and the walls in, and we're going to come back back over here and start placing stuff in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we have got all the foundations in and the majority of the walls. I did also spend all that grant money, and I've had to take out, I say grant money, all that loan money, and I did take out another 20,000 loan. We've spent 36,990 in building just this section. That is a lot of money. I'm not going to fill out all these rooms straight away, but the major rooms that we will need is the on-call room, the nursing station, and one of these observation rooms. I also need to get the floors in these. The floor I will actually wait. So what we'll do, I'll do the nursing station first. So we are going to get these nice simple desks in. Well, firstly, a door. We're going to get a door in, just a single door. We can get it here. And then we can get desk there, desk there. Unless we don't do a desk, unless we don't do a wall and we keep it open to the corridor, maybe. I don't know, because we technically not needed, but technically we need to get like a wheelchair, stretcher and stuff into this room, which I don't think is actually needed. I think that just needs to be in the area. We're going to get 4 desks in. We're just going to put 2 in for now. And they need a mobile cabinet. Or is that just an equipment cabinet they need at least? Yeah, they just need at least an equipment cabinet. And then those aren't necessary, but would be handy. So we're not putting those in yet. But we're going to have enough for 2 in there. And then let's go over to the doctor's room. They basically need the same. They just need more or less like an office. And we're going to have it big enough to fit 4 in, but we're only going to put 2 in for now. And they, I know is expensive, but they, oh no, that's not the printer, right? They're just going to have like 1 shared printer. And that's all they really need. And once again, we're going to get a door there. And the thing that we want to actually spend the most money on is this observation room. So we need a hospital bed. We are going to get the cheapest hospital beds. And let's set up like 1 ready. A life support monitor. So that is basically all they need for the bed. That's all they're getting for the bed. And then let's actually get the doors in for this place. So we're going to get a double door here. How many beds can we actually fit in? Let's copy that. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we can get four beds in here in total. So we need a bin and to do a disinfectant station there, dispenser, and a wall defib. Some equipment cabinets. We're gonna space them out a little bit. We probably don't need that many. One of those and one of those, and a mobile workstation which we can fit in here. What we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that one. And that's all we really need. We can get then these things down here, which we're going to get the sockets, because I feel like that is actually something that's technically needed. And a chartboard to write different diagnoses to help doctors proceed. See, I don't know if that's actually 100% necessary, but we're going to put that in just in case. And that's basically all we need. But for the whole area, we need stretchers and wheelchairs, which we're going to just have in the corridor. So we're going to have stretchers down here. Like so. And then wheelchairs. We're going to get 2 there. And we're going to get... I'm going to put another one in here. And that's all we basically need for now. And then I am going to get this floor in. And when needed, we are going to add the rest. Technically, also, we should get this bathroom in. It's not... Well, it is kind of needed. We're going to get 4 toilets in, 2 sinks, 2 hand dryers, and a bin. A toilet door here, and then we need these in here, the walls. Like so, with the bathroom doors. Like so. And that's a functioning bathroom. Just so patients don't have to walk very far. And then we need one daytime nurse, one nighttime nurse. And then we'll also need doctors. But my plan is I'm going to come over here and have a look at what... Daniel Hill is a specialist. So he is our most advanced doctor. So what we're going to do, we're going to take him and move his workstation over here. because he is going to do things like that. We'll also need a nighttime one, but we're going to hire a nighttime person. We're going to hire him, which then gives us that reward of intensive care. And then I'm going to replace this person. We're going to replace it with another Daniel Robinson, but we're going to then make Daniel Hill our chief doctor for the emergency department. And we can do that. And yeah, at the moment we can only have one patient in observation, but the idea is that if we get that bed filled and we need more patients, we're just going to increase the bed capacity. But I'll also need at some point this trauma room, and this is going to have a lot of the expensive stuff in, which we don't have the money for. So as much as I want a trauma room, we can't have a trauma room. We don't have the money for that. But hopefully having an observation room. Yes, so like we've already got now a patient over here. So they're getting seen over here by the doctors and the nurses and getting treated, taken to wherever they need to go. Oh my god, that is come at a perfect time. So now we've treated 5 patients per day at our specialized department, which is going to be our orthopedics department. So we got that 50,000 government grant. So we are going to use that to add more. So we are going to now add a trauma room. So we're going to add we're going to add a door with glass, like so. And then we need a operation table. Like so, yeah, dead in front of the door. Then that needs a medical light. And what else does it need? A anesthetic workstation, which goes there. We need we're going to put a wall defib in there, and a real-time digital imagery machine. That there. Mobile workstation. A mobile cabinet. Like so. A biohazard bin. There, a disinfectant thing. And I need a fast UCG thing on like a table, which can go here. And that's everything we need. I don't know actually how many doctors I need to do for that to be. So minimum staff requirements: 1 doctor, acute medicine, 1 nurse. And then personally based in on-call rooms and nurses stations. So I don't believe that we're 100% going to be using this straight away. I need to also get, we're going to put tiled walls in there and floor. We're going to just put the floor in all of them for now. But that is like a functioning room. But we do now just need to add the extra doctors. So we're going to put then, because was he good at acute medicine? Yeah, he's good at acute medicine. So we just need, we can just put like a resident in. We're going to put him in, and then just another. We're going to do a medical, because does she have medical? Yeah, she does have medical. So yeah, we're just going to put another nurse which can do medical surgeries in. And then once again, just another thing that I want to do, I'm going to add in another bed, which is going to go there. Oh, I've put in a wall. Do I want the wall? I suppose. Putting the wall in isn't a bad idea. But yeah, so now let's look at insurance. Increase clinic patients per day to 15. A clinic patient is about to leave. Hasn't been seen by a doctor for a very long time. Why haven't we been seen? He sat in the waiting room. We have 4 doctors. Do I need like another doctor? Maybe. Let's get in another doctor. Time to spend some more money, but let's get in another doctor. We're going to copy this room over, and we're going to get in another doctor. And we're going to put in, we're going to put this fellow, no, we're going to put this residence in 10%, 10%, 12%, 6%. No, we're going to put James Miller in. He's not the most expensive, he's slightly more expensive, but he has better percentages in his diagnosis skills. But that should help just get more patients through and seen. An objective for insurance company has been completed. Treat 20 patients per day at emergency. Reward increase clinic patients per day to 15. So, what was that one? So open up hospitalization at any specialized department is our next one. Cheapo care, save a patient after one collapse. Next one intern available for hire will be a great candidate. And prestige bonus 20%. Okay. I know we've spent a lot of money, but how? Okay, so we're doing like plus 8,000, but I don't think we've had all the wages come through. That's the issue. We have spent 84,000 on building. But we've already made more money than we did in total yesterday on just our insurance stuff, which is good. So let's just speed up time a little bit and double check if there's any areas that we feel like is backing up or needs looking at. Objective complete. Insurance company has been completed. Objective for the insurance company has been completed. Treat 35 patients per day. Reward prestige bonus 20% for 1 day. Saying that, we do have a really good outlook on orthopedies. We don't, but it's only the one guy there, so not surprised. We have Mary Smith. She's going for an x-ray. Yeah. And then a nurse will go over and pick her up. They should use one of these wheelchairs. Oh, they're going to get a wheelchair from over there. Then take her back, and then they have to then go and take the wheelchair all the way back over there. Where's she wobbling to? Is she like just going home? Is she like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need to lie in this bed anymore. Oh no, she's going to go and get water. So I might actually go, I might put water, like, water stuff. What's the word? Refreshment stuff in over here. Put one like that there, and then we can put vending machine and coffee machine in. And then I also kind of want somewhere for people to sit. I'm just going to put 2 chairs in by there. And then I'm also going to put in 2 windows there and a window here. But where's she going now? She's still fulfilling needs. Oh, she went to toilet. She's just going for a walk. Going to sit down? I thought she was hospitalized. She was in observation. Like, she's just come to sit back down over here. Does she not think hospitalization was for her? We got another woman over here. Ankle contusion again. Yeah, they get transported over to the x-ray stuff. So maybe that corridor in the middle might be a good shout. Like a direct connection from there to here. It's not that far of a walk around, so we should be fine for now. But yeah, she has an ankle contusion, so she should be able to. Yeah, the doctor's treating her now, and then she's basically done. She could go home. She's sleeping, but yeah, she can technically go home now. So we only made 4,000 that day. Still slightly more than the day before. About £800 more. So that's not super bad. And we're at 33. But we got hospitalisation. Like, we got our beds in, and this whole department basically, I say basically, the foundations for this department in. I just need to start finishing up rooms, getting money. Technically, I've got more money, so I can add. I'm not going to do it, but I can add one of these new rooms. Because can I see how many patients statistics? Yesterday we had 1 untreated patient. So that's not amazing. Not the worst, but not amazing. So that is something that I need to improve on. But we did get hospitalization. Hospitalization for emergency, observation rooms, stuff like that for emergency, and the trauma. We got the 1 trauma room in. So we're not doing the worst. We just need to try and make some more money, get more equipment in before we think about. Technically, if we can treat 40 patients per 1 day, we can get another grant, which will then help loads. Because that money will actually go towards radiology and potentially the sexual health clinic. But we'll focus on that next time. But thank you for watching. Once again, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment with any tips or suggestions. Would be greatly appreciated. I've been Lima Gaming. If you like my stuff, please go and watch my other videos. Bye.